Hey, yo everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today I'm going to be doing my comic pull list for the week, as well as news, updates, questions, and answers, and anything else that falls in between. This is the second week of the month, and very big week. I mean, look at how much comics I have to go through. But not just that, we have Batman Zero Year Part 2, we have Trinity War starting off, we have the end of what is going to be Red Sonja, or we're getting close to the end of Red Sonja, as well as Demon Knights and Threshold. So a lot of stuff is going on. So we might as well get things rolling, shall we? And we will start where we always start, with just a little bit of Batman in our life, with Batman issue number 22. And I got the regular cover, and then the combo pack cover, and then the variant is coming in the mail. The variant was at my comic store, which is rare because my comic store almost never makes boo-boos like this, but shit happens. Doesn't matter, I'm still getting the variant. So this is continuing Zero Year, which is basically giving us a new 52 origin for Batman. And it's the majority of the issue is Batman going up against the Red Hood Gang, which is the scourge of Gotham right now. In particular, Batman going up against Red Hood 1, which at risk of spoiling stuff for people that aren't as well versed in the Batman mythos, we can basically assume Red Hood 1 is who the Joker was before he became the Joker. We also get a little bit more of Edward Nygma in this before he became the Riddler, what he was doing, as well as a sort of cameo with the Penguin. So we're kind of seeing where everyone was before they became what they become. In addition to that, a heated argument between Bruce and Alfred. So, who will come out on top in this chapter of Batman Year Zero, or Zero Year? Will it be the Red Hood Gang, or will it be Bruce Wayne? And will Bruce make those tentative steps to becoming the Dark Knight? Well, you're just gonna have to read and see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. I really do like how Zero Year is making Red Hood Gang be the main villains, and I would very much like Zero Year to be Bruce Wayne becoming Batman and Red Hood 1 becoming Joker, and having that happen at the same time, maybe halfway through the comic. It would just be awesome. And it looks like that's going to be happening, so I'm 100% all for it. Awesome, cool, love that aspect. Some great art in this, especially great scenery. Uh, in particular, at the very end, with the last panel with Red Hood 1 and the Red Hood Gang walking away, it just looks really cool. Bruce is rash and undisciplined in this, which is, I feel as though feels a little bit more natural in this issue than it did in the last issue. And the argument between him and Alfred, if Alfred did something in this issue, if you get Alfred to do something like that, you got to get your shit together. And in particular, I like the Riddler stuff, and there was a nice little panel with a board game in there. You'll read, you understand. Bad, none. This issue I felt as though was a better issue than the first one. I felt Bruce was still felt more in character and more like a young Bruce than the first issue did. And I do like how this story is progressing. 5 out of 5. I'm really loving Zero Year with this issue, and I'm interested to see where it goes from this point on. Nightwing issue number 22. Do not be confused. Brent Booth may have done the art, but he did not do. Oh, he did the cover, but he did not do the art. Basically, in this, Nightwing is. He thinks everything's cool. He took care of the prankster, now he gets to move on and go after Tony Zuko. Although he finds out finding Tony Zuko is a little harder than he would think. In addition to that, the prankster, of course, is still on the loose, and he holds Chicago for ransom. Can Nightwing take down the prankster, or will unfortunately he face his match? Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. I'm really loving the prankster now. The character has grown on me. Uh, he has my stamp of approval. I thought he was gimmicky at first. I didn't really care for him on the first issue who was introduced, but he really has grown on me, and I do like him as a villain. The story is just has so many twists and turns, and this feels and this is the highest compliment I can give to Kyle Higgins. This feels a lot like the Nightwing of old, the Nightwing from Chuck Dixon's era during the mid to late 90s and early 2000s. It feels like that, and it does it in a fresh and reinvigorating way while still feeling familiar to that. So I give credit. The art in this is good, and Dick Grayson is, as always, in character and feels beautifully well done. Bad Zilch. Ever since going to Chicago, Nightwing has taken a step in the right direction to truly becoming his own man. Really did enjoy this issue. 5 out of 5. Moving on to Batgirl, issue number 22. The Ultimate Sacrifice. Batgirl is still kind of upset that she thinks she killed her brother, which she didn't kill her brother. Her brother's in Suicide Squad. Spoiler. But yes, a lot of this issue, this is date night for Barbara. A good majority of this issue is her going on a date, but also her meeting up with her father and kind of, I don't know, having to deal with the consequences of what she thinks she did without actually having her father know that she did it, if that makes any sense. So this is kind of a lot of character stuff, which is a good thing for Batgirl. I'll go into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Batgirl may not have the most solid story or the best plot. But the one thing, and I'm not saying the plot isn't good. I'm enjoying this plot. I'm really enjoying this plot. But the one thing that Gal Simone really knows how to do, and I said this before, she's like a mirror universe or negative universe Grant Morrison. She can do character stuff so beautifully done. Um, the stuff she does with Barbara Gordon in this issue, the depression that Barbara feels, and what she goes through is just so well handled. The inner dialogue is just really great. And it's like I said, Gal Simone is mirror universe of Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison can do fantastic plots and integrated stories, but sucks when it comes down to dialogue. And Gal Simone may not always have the best end game for her stories, but her character stuff is, the best in the business almost. Um, so I really did enjoy that. And I do feel as though she's finally found her voice for Barbara Gordon as Batgirl. We all know that Gal Simone had Barbara Gordon's voice as Oracle, but now she has it as Batgirl and handled very well. Uh, really did also like the Commissioner Gordon stuff. The art in this was good, though a little bit different, but I did enjoy the art. I will give this also a 5 out of 5. The Bat books this week are doing pretty well. Um, Next is Batman Little Gotham, issue number 4. Now, if you guys don't know, this is my detox comic. I always read this after I read everything else. It kind of just, you're in such a zone when reading comics that you need something to just lighthearted to let you loose. And this is what I do. Basically, this is St. Patrick's Day issue. Every issue's kind of been a holiday. I think it's been Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and now St. Patrick's Day. See everyone on the cover? One of those robs a bank. Who is it? And it is one of those. It's not a mystery character. One of those did rob a bank. Who's the person that robbed the bank? And how many back seats does Batman have in his car? You're just gonna have to read and see. Yes, that is the thing I'm gonna end this review on. How many back seats does Batman have in his car? It's a run-on joke. Uh, Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. This is just fun stuff. I don't know if I can give this a definitive rating, other than the fact, it had a good pace into it. The dialogue was fun. Good run-on jokes. I think some of the better run-on jokes with this issue than there has been in some of the other ones. The only problem I had with it is it was at one point where I felt as though the pace stopped. But besides that, again, it's my detox book. I enjoy this. 4.5 out of 5. Batman Little Gotham. The Batman books, it did good this week. It did very good. Although I am super pumped for next week, which is going to be Batman Catwoman, which I read the previews for. Oh, am I pumped for that book. Moving on to Wolverine number 6. So Wolverine, he's finally finding out who these mysterious beings are that's possessing people. I don't know if they have a name. Either I missed it or I haven't really been paying attention enough to it. But there's these beings that are possessing people, and Wolverine finally found out who they are, and he's going all out to take them out. However, what does Wolverine lose in the process? Good. I did like the art in this. I did like I liked Wolverine's dialogue. I felt as though it was short but to the point, which is what Wolverine should be. He doesn't need this long internal stuff. Some good action in this. Bad is I felt as though the things that were controlling people were a letdown. I truly did. Uh, I don't want to spoil anything, but they just didn't do anything for me. And the cliffhanger, I feel as though it's been done before. But again, I don't read Marvel that much, so I could be wrong. Whether or not you should get it, Wolverine gets a 4 out of 5. This series started off relatively slow, in my opinion, but I felt as though it's picked up pace with the last two issues. My favorite comment or quote from this issue is one of the Shield agents is trying to convince Wolverine to help him out, and he kind of says, you keep on calling yourself an Avenger. Why don't you act like one? Because in the past 4 issues, Wolverine always shows up. He goes, "I'm Wolverine." No, I'm an Avenger. Code name Wolverine. But in this issue, they finally say, "Hey, if you're an Avenger, do something about it." Suicide Squad issue number 22. By golly, Miss Molly. This is fun. This is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Well, not really. This kind of leads us into the preview page we had from the last issue where they're fighting giant rotting corpse giant thingy. Basically, it's this. It's the Suicide Squad in Las Vegas fighting a giant corpse giant thing, and at the very end, a twist. Know how the Suicide Squad has been slowly being resurrected from their missions, or at least some of the members are? Well, it may not work out for them anymore. Gonna have to read and see. Um, Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Everything's great about this. Fun comic. It really is. It's a nice, different kind of comic. I think the writer enjoys what he's doing in this comic and enjoys the characters that are being played with. And I enjoy the characters and the direction it's going. It makes me sad because I think the writer is leaving the comic. I could be wrong. And if that's the case, it's a bummer because Adam Glass did a great job on Suicide Squad, but I felt as though this new direction is where Suicide Squad needed to go. On a whole, this issue was great. I will give this also a 5 out of 5. It's a good week for comics this week. Demon Knights. Quest for the Holy Grail. Vandal Savage makes a deal with the Giants, which really doesn't work for Vandal Savage, and decides to attack the city where the Demon Knights are, because they want to get the Holy Grail back. And someone gets cured by the Holy Grail, but who is it? I'll give you a hint. It's not, sir, yes, it's not the Shining Knight. He does not get the vampirism removed from them. It's someone else. Who is it? Just gonna read and see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. Everything that I've been saying about Demon Knights from issue 1 onward. I love the characters in this. In particular, this issue, Shining Knight and Vandal Savage. All the characters are awesome, and it's going to be sad to see them go. Um, yeah, I can't think of anything bad about it. Demon Knights is a pity that this comic's going to end. I had a feeling that it wasn't going to last when the New 52 came out. Because, when the New 52 came out, we kind of all picked out which comics you knew were going to kick ass and take names, which ones you kind of go, okay, that's probably not going to work. Demon Knights was probably one of them, but I stuck by with it. I loved it, and at the very least, it's getting canceled. Get it in trade, people, because it's that good of a comic. 5 out of 5. A lot of 5s this week so far, and with good reason. Comics have been good this month. I really feel that way. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, issue number 23, season 9. So they basically go into the inner well where all the old ones are, and we finally see what Simmons had plans for the Slayers and exactly what Buffy will have to do to save her sister, because slowly Dawn is fading away from existence. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. The story has become more and more interesting and more and more enjoyable. I feel as though there's a serious tone to it without it having to be overblown and overly epic. It's them saving Dawn, and you know what? They may not succeed. I like them using the mythos I like them using the old one mythos in this. It's kind of cool to see what's inside the inner well. Bad. I felt as though they might have been. How can I say this? I felt as though the dialogue could have been executed a little bit better, especially at some moments. And I felt as though there's this is going to sound really weird. There's an urgency in the book, but I don't feel as though the characters feel this urgency. Like at one point, they're trying to fucking save the world and save Dawn, and Buffy and Willow sit down and have a 1, 2, 3 page kind of talk about how their life is right now. Save the world. Pep talk later. Damn it. On a whole, it's a good issue. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. Uh, I still feel as though Angel and Faith are the stronger of the two books for the Buffy universe, but hey, it gets stuff done. Moving on to Brian Buccellado's Black Bat issue number 3. So Black Bat is trying the best he can, to take down the bad guys in town and to save some cops and stop a bomb while in the process. However, everyone's against him, from gangsters to the cops themselves. Uh, can Black Bat make his mark, or will unfortunately the mark be made on him? Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. This comic starts off with a bang and it doesn't let loose. Fast pace, great action, and I think there was a little bit of everything for every character in this. Um, I liked how this kind of moved around. Going from panel to area to area to character, kind of kept the momentum going. And I think as a character, Black Bat, I like how he's kind of a low tech pulp hero character. He may has those special eyes, but other than that, he's very low tech. He goes in a minivan to attack bad guys. How cool is that? Um, Bad. The only bad I could say is that I haven't quite grasped onto all the characters yet. In that I felt as though there were so many characters that I don't know who's who yet. I know who Black Bat is. I know the people that are working for him in his side-ish kick, and the cop. But that's about it. There's the bad guys, the gangsters. I haven't quite latched onto quite. Haven't quite got a hand of yet. But besides that, a Black Bat is a fun new series. I'll give this a 4 out of 5. Pick it up. Now, I knew I said I was going to drop this, but it was in my pull list, so I kind of just grabbed it anyways. Green Lantern Corps, issue number 22. So, this is tying into the regular Green Lantern book as well as doing its own thing. Basically, John Stewart goes back to Oa to kind of, figure out what's going on, and he finds out Hal Jordan's in charge, and he's like, what? Hal? Really? Hal? And then he goes, where's Guy? And they're like, oh yeah, Guy left. What? Huh? Really? Guy left? Yeah, and then he's just absolutely baffled and he doesn't know what's going on. So he takes on the new recruits. Those new recruits that showed up in Green Lantern. Well, they're going to be in the Green Lantern Corps now. While this is going on, Fatality is kind of going after those shape-shifting aliens, and one of them shapeshifts into John Stewart. Does she know that this is going to happen? Does she know who is who? Or will, unfortunately, this be the last we see of a Green Lantern character? Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. A strong voice for John Stewart in this. I think the utilization of the new recruits was a good idea. And I do like how this ties into Green Lantern a lot. Bad, as I felt as though a lot was done in this issue. But putting that aside, even though unfortunately I am dropping it to save money, this was a fun issue, and I feel as though Green Lantern Corps and John Stewart is finally getting the recognition they deserve. 4.5 out of 5. The Haunted, not the Haunted, the Hunted, Threshold, the Hunted, issue number 7? Yes, 7. Call. Just the opening page was great. A Call has his battery. He goes up to it and he just looks at it for a while. He just charge already. And Captain K-Rock goes, "You're the worst Green Lantern ever." He says, "That was some inspiring Green Lantern you are, Call. Up yours, Carrot." crunching low life. It's a pity that this book is getting canceled because I felt as though Keith Giffens had a really fun time just writing this book. When this does come to an end, I'll be glad that I kind of stayed on it because it's a DC book, but it's such a different DC book. Uh, this issue gets a 4.5 out of 5 this week. The only bad I can say is I don't care about the backup story one bit, not at all. But putting that in the backup story takes a lot of the issue. It takes about that much of the issue, which you can't really see, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 12 pages back to back. So crazy, huh? Um, but again, another comic that really took a few issues to find its placement, and then once it did, it became great, but it was a little too little, a little too late. So 4.5 out of 5. Red Sonja issue number 79. 80, I think, is the last of the story arc, and I think also the last of this series. Let me just double check. Mm-hmm. I think 80 is going to be the last of the series. This is Sonja just falling more and more into her vampirism. Well, a lot of vampirism going on. Sonja is becoming more and more of a vampire and dipping into darkness. And the thing is, it's not like the hero is fighting back. She's allowing it to happen. Not allowing it, but she's just not strong enough to. The majority of this issue is Sonja as a bad guy. Plain, fat, and simple. And Dracula getting set up for his final battle with Sonja. Can Sonja break the chorus, or will unfortunately Dracula be too strong for her? You're gonna have to read and see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. A good is I do like the fact that Sonja is slowly becoming more and more of a bad guy in this. I mean, Sonja's always kind of been an edgy anti-hero, but becoming a vampire, she's kind of taken the role to form. She is fully becoming that vampire, and I do like that. Dracula, I think, was used a good amount in this, and the art and visuals in this was very well done. Um, Bad? Nothing really. I guess I just haven't latched onto the story arc that much, but it has been better than some of the other issues. So at least in recent, so 3.5 out of 5. Sometimes I can't give a reason why I don't like a comic, or I give a score for a comic. It's just what it is. Because I didn't say any bads there. I don't want people to think, "Well, you didn't say any bads. Why didn't you? Why did you get the score the way it is?" It just didn't blow me away. You can have something not have anything bad about it and just not be amazing. Like that person you dated in high school. There's nothing bad with them. They just didn't rock your socks. Superman Unchained issue number 2. A lot happens in this with Superman, but I'm going to try to compartmentalize it for you. Superman, first of all, tries to save a building from falling. Second is talks to Batman. Third, talks to Lois. And fourth, talks to General Lane. General Lane gets pissy and moody and attacks Superman. And the big thing that is the government super soldier Superman thingamajiggy that has electricity coming out of his arms, coming out of his eyes, coming out of his pee-pee thing. It pops up to help out Superman. Or does it? And finally, in addition to that, Lex Luthor, he's making some moves. What moves is he making? This guy was recently. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. Jim Lee's art. My favorite artist. Can't go wrong with that art. Jim Lee's just has beautiful art, and it shows in this comic. A lot happens in this comic, but I think it handles very well, and it's paced fairly well. I do like how Scott Snyder has the inner dialogue for Superman, especially when he's trying to save the building from falling. How 11 seconds is literally. Let me count how many pages. To Superman, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages that happen within a span of 11 seconds. But to Superman, because he's going so fast and can think so fast, it works out. Um, I kind of like the atmosphere. how Jim Lee draws the various different atmospheres and how he draws the environments. And yeah, everyone's cool in character. Really did like. I do like the take on Superman here that is happening by Scott Snyder. 5 out of 5. Pick it up. Huntress Power Girl, World's Finest, issue number 14. So Huntress and Power Girl are kind of trying to get shit together because Desaad wants to take them out, and boy, does he send the heavy guns. The heavy guns being the parademons, because in the New 52, parademons aren't a joke like they are in almost everything else. Parademons are badass looking awesome things like this. I love this parademon action figure. My friend said, "Why did you pick that up? It's a parademon." I'm like, "I know, because it's a parademon." Um, Parademons are a legitimate threat in the New 52, and a powerful legitimate threat too. Really do like them. They're kind of badass. Let's go back up here. I have my Justice League of America figures over there. So I have the regular Justice League, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman over here. And then my Justice League of America figures, which are all my Catwoman figures, which is really only 4. Martian Manhunter, Arrow, Simon Baz, and Vibe. Although I should put my other Martian Manhunter figures up there, shouldn't I? Anyways, nevertheless. So, yeah, it decides sends in the heavy guns, and at the end, there's a bit of a cliffhanger, which I didn't see coming, but actually works out pretty well. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Boy, let's talk about a comic book that just took a 180. This comic was mediocre at best, with no direction. And although there was fun character stuff, it really was no direction. Not only does this comic have direction, it has great art, great character dynamic between Hell and Kara, and in addition to that, I mean, there's a villain, there's a thing for them to focus on. I love that, and it's tied into the DCU well. Um, Power Girl's got her updated classic costume, and let me just say, I do like how Power Girl's costume looks in this. It's the classic Power Girl, but if you can see, like the belt is different, and the gloves and the boots are different, but it's just classic Power Girl. And like I said, I really do like the relationship between Power Girl and Huntress in this, even to like we got a couple of issues just them talking, and that's great. That's what I like to see. Bad, I can't say there's anything bad about this, but I'm going to settle for a 4.5 out of 5. Fun issue. Really do like the fact that this comic has taken a 180. Last 2 issues of the month. Oh, not the month, the week. Katana, issue number 4, 6, 7, 2, 6. So Katana finally gets her Soul Taker back, but she still has to go up against Swagger. And what deal does she make at the very end, which could change everything? Yeah, that's basically it. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. I love how the Creeper is being utilized in this. I feel as though the Creeper is kind of more the star of this than anything else. And I do like the new 52 version of Creeper. 2. Uh, I do like the fight scenes in this. The fight scenes are very well handled, and I like the fact that Soul Taker is resurrected and how not resurrected but reforged and how it was reforged. Um, 3 is the art in this was pretty good. Bad. I do not like this interpretation of Katana. She seems like a whiny teenager almost, whereas the Katana in Justice League of America comes off as kind of a cold-hearted killer badass that we got from Birds of Prey. So I don't like that, and I felt as though Swagger, for being the kind of the badass that she is, was kind of, I don't know, she was taken out a little too easily. There was one picture of Swagger and Katana kind of dueling, and the two of them, you know, literally sword to each other. One had a sword to their chest, the other had a sword to their neck, and yeah, she just got beat. On the whole, this is an okay issue. It's better than some of the others. I just wish, oh, I wish Katana's voice was a little bit stronger. 3.5 out of 5. No, 3 out of 5. Don't want to give it too much. And the last comic this week, possibly one of the biggest, Justice League issue number 22. A lot happens in this issue, I want to just say. So I'm going to try, literally a lot happens in this issue. So I'm going to try to summarize it the best I can. There is a catalyst that makes the Justice League and Justice League America get into contact with each other and eventually fight. There's actually two catalysts. Um, Without spoiling too much, Shazam, still getting used to the name change. Shazam, feeling bad about Black Adam, even though Black Adam was kind of evil, wants to spread his ashes over his home country. However, his home country, which I still can't pronounce, Kawakiwaka, um, it's basically at war with everyone else. So entering there, probably not the best idea, but Shazam does it anyways. So the Justice League decides to go in there and pull Shazam out before all-out war breaks. Of course, the Justice League America, Stephen Trevor and Amanda Wallace see this as a perfect excuse to attack the Justice League. Hey, you're in a war-torn country. You're not supposed to be here. Get out. And one hero crosses the line and kills another one. And so the Trinity War begins. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. Boy, a lot happens in this, but it's paced so well and it's handled so well that I'm happy with it. I really am. The art is gorgeous in this. I know the art's going to jump back and forth. I really do like the concept of the story, and it's got everything going for it. I find it interesting, but in the opening scenes, Wonder Woman's flying. It's never been truly confirmed if Wonder Woman has flight in the New 52. It's kind of hinted at the issue number 12 of Wonder Woman when a feather is thrown at her by Mercury or Hermes. But I guess she's legitimately has flight now. Uh, like I said, panel to panel, everyone kind of gets a moment in the sun from the Justice League to the Justice League of America, and I'm just pumped to see where this goes. We also kind of get an idea of who that person that runs the secret society is, um, and it is a classic Silver Age villain who is getting a bit of a tweak, and I do like how uh, it kind of brings the Justice League Dark in without actually bringing the Justice League Dark in. Madame Xanadu narrates for this. Oh, and by the way, one, I'm happy Zatanna's on the Justice League. Not the Justice League Dark, not the Justice League America, Justice League. And her new costume is awesome. It really is. It's probably the best costume she's had in a long time. Um, Here we go. Whoop. It just looks cool. So, really cool new Zatanna look. I'm glad she's on the regular Justice League. On the whole, whether or not you should get it, yes, yes, and by the way, yes. Trinity War is starting off with a bang, and Justice League number 22 is that bang. 5 out of 5. Pick it up. So, now to do my Andrewcutter picks of the weeks, which is going to be kind of hard because all the comics this week were actually pretty good. Comics have been really good this week, haven't they? But it's going to be tough. I'm going to be. I'll be fair with this. I'll retract this. Coming in at number 3, I'm going to give. And again, ratings apply, but not always. I'm going to give to World's Finest. The reason why I'm giving it to World's Finest and not Nightwing, and I was going to give it to Nightwing, is because World's Finest has just made such a turnaround that I really do like this comic. Number 2 goes to Batman. Number 22, again, 0 year picking up. Really starts to get interesting, and I'm really liking where this comic's going. But number 1 goes to Justice League. Trinity War is going to be a great event that leads into another great event, Forever Evil. Pick it up. So those are the comics of the week. Tried to do that as quickly as I could because it seems like you guys like faster paced comic reviews than the slower ones. We'll do our questions and answers. And we'll go from there. News updates. Let's do news updates first. News. Well, let's do updates. For me, video game wise, where am I? I have beat Sonic Adventure, which interesting. It's the first time I ever played and beat it. Good game, a little too easy, a little too quick. And Red Steel is finally done. Which, you know what? A lot of people say what you want about Red Steel. Red Steel is it did not age well, and especially compare it to some of the other games which Wii Motion Plus is enhanced on. Yeah, it's not that great. But I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people say. If I had to give it a rating 1 to 5, it'd get a 2. The reason why I feel as though it would get a 2.5. The reason why I would get a decent score like that is because the story was fun, the atmosphere was fun. I like gangster stuff, even Japanese mafia kind of stuff, and the gun shooting wasn't all that bad. It's just the sword fighting was atrocious. The graphics were atrocious. Really, they were. But I finished that, and I'm almost at the end of Sonic Rush Adventures. So I'm gonna finish all the Sonic games, and once all the Sonic games are done, then I'm going to jump on Metal Gear Solid. Am I? Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump on Metal Gear Solid. Um, as for anything else, just life and stuff, life and stuff. Can't really say there's anything else happening. I'm catching up with Green Hornet, and I'm catching up with Deja Thor. So once I'm done with those, I can start reviewing them because Deja Thorus actually came out this month too, or this week, and I just didn't review it because I'm 7 issues behind. But let's just go into questions and answers. Uh, Dino990913. Should a Justice League movie be like Paul Dini and Bruce Timm's or David Goya's version? Paul Dini and Bruce Timm's, in my opinion. Who do you think is the Flash? Oh, Dino990913 also asks, who do you think the Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman is in the JL3000? Interesting question that you brought that up because I was thinking, could it be Wally and Donna? Because the Flash is a redhead in there. I don't know. Keith Giffens, I think it is, said that it is the Justice League, but what the hell? I'll throw my name in the basket. Well, Batman is me, but I think that's their way of bringing Wally back. If they did, there's a long shot, but I'm gonna say, hey, let's go with it. It's Wally. It's probably not, but who knows? I'm gonna go for it. It's Wally. This could be a chance. Again, Flash is a redhead. Jacob Deep has, hey Andrew, have you heard the rumors of Guillermo de Tel? I can't pronounce his name ever. I can hear it, but mentally I just can't pronounce it. Del Toro's Vertigo movie, and if so, what do you think? No, I've heard rumors of him going on the Justice League Dark, but I don't know anything about him doing a Vertigo book. Um, I'll have to look into that. Some Wukoning 666. Wait a second. Hal versus Simon would be one-sided since Hal has is Simon superior. He could literally have the ring deep powered, and you thought Katana versus Wonder Woman was one-sided. It still is horribly one-sided, but at the same time, I don't know if they'll be fighting the one that they're matched up to, like you checked in the promotional material. Um, yeah, I think they're gonna switch things up. I think everyone's gonna be fighting everyone in some way. Um, the reason why I'm not gonna bring up Simon Baz and Hal Jordan is because I don't think Hal's gonna be part of Trinity War, so I don't think that's gonna be a factor. Because Hal hasn't been part of the Justice League in 10 issues. So no, yeah, 10 issues. Issue 12 was when he left. So in saying that, I still think Katana Wonder Woman is pretty one-sided. Katana may be very skilled, but Wonder Woman just has a speed and strength advantage. Uh, Nick Lenz, hey Andrew, 3 questions for you. First thing, before the question is that the reason the Spider-Man costume is different is that Dr. Ock is in control of Peter Parker's body, and he has taken control of his body and changed his costume the way look it is. Yes, I know the costume changed because of Doc Ock. I think the costume looks a little bit better. Also, read Amazing Spider-Man number 700 to find out why this is. I know the whole Superior Spider-Man stuff. I just don't read it. I know what's going on. I just don't care. Now, first question. What if Bane showed up in a Superman comic? It would be interesting what will happen when they meet. I think if Bane went up against Superman in the Superman comic, it would have to be very psychological because Bane is a strategist, and he had to be a strategist against Superman. And two, he would have to do something really silly and outrageous, like mix kryptonite into his venom to make him fight Superman. So it would have to be psychological, but it would be cool psychological. Second, what do you think of Earth 2's version of Hawkman will look like? I don't think we'll get an Earth 2 version of Hawkman. I think it's pretty much confirmed that Hawkman's going to be the main DCU and Hawkgirl's going to be Earth 2. Third, what if Superman, if he did come out, it would look like these Hawkworld. I think he would look similar to Hawkworld. Third, what if Superman, Supergirl, Superboy, Batman, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Robin, who hoot up the world's finest with the Teen Titans and Justice League? Uh, I'm a little confused by that question. What if Superman, Supergirl, Superboy, Batman, Batgirl, Nightwing, and Red Robin hood up in the world's finest with the Teen Titans and do you mean teamed up? Uh please uh I don't know, I'm confused by that question. Please reiterate it for me so I can answer it. One other thing, I had mistakenly said that Batman Inc. special comes out in September. It really comes out next month. Oh, well, thank you for letting me know that. One to know all question. What did Bane do in Nightfall from the time he broke Batman's back to the time where he was beaten? He took over Gotham. Bane, after breaking Batman's back, became the definitive ruler of Gotham. He controlled all the gangs, and he was unchallenged except for by Jean-Paul Valley. Jacob D. Paz, not anymore. Not anymore to what? Blue Lantern 2814 asks, wait, I'm confused. Doesn't Action Comics take place in the past? No. After Grant Morrison left, it was no longer in the past. La Human. La Human. This is my educated guess on who the mystery woman in Batman Inc. is. Kathy Kane or Spiral. Yeah, a lot of people think it's Kathy Kane. You know what? It could be Sandra Kane, but a lot of people think it's Kathy Kane. Comic Vine thinks it's Kathy Kane too, but we'll see. Puppy Killer 97. Hey Andrew, who are the top 5 characters you want to see in Super Smash Brothers 4? Mine are Pac-Man, Paper Mario, Dixie Kong, Ridley, and King K. Cruel. I would like to see Crom or Marth from. Well, no. That's silly. Marth isn't it? Crom from Fire Emblem. I would like to see that. I would like to see a Resident Evil character. That'd be cool. But that won't happen. Well, Leon from Resident Evil 4 in there. Why not? Let's do it. We got Pokemon. Let me just look at my games. Oh, Shulk from Xenoblades. So that's 3. So Leon, Shulk, and Chrom so far. Let me think. I have to look at my games for a sec just to remind me. Uh, where we have that. Where we have that. Oh, what the hell? Batman from Batman Arkham games, just for the hell of it, and Girahim from Skyward Sword. Okay. So, Felipe 199991. Hey, is a lantern a better lantern if he can control other rings, even though they're secondary effects? It depends on how well he can control the rings. Are you talking about like Kyle? Because I still think Kyle, despite the fact he has mastered the spectrum, is not a better lantern than Hal. Oh my, I think I just pissed off a few comic book fans, but I do believe that. Could the JLA use Catwoman as a public image? That they bring Catwoman to justice and then she becomes a hero? They could, but I think they'll just keep her Black Ops for now. In the last page of the issue 0 Suicide Squad was shown a picture of Starling with the rest of the Suicide Squad members, but as an independent agent, and it seems forgotten since most people were surprised that she became a villain in Birds of Prey event. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like everyone else. So yeah, good pointing that out. She is an independent agent. Lester, hey Andrew, or Andrew, BR stands for Blu-ray. Thank you, Lester. I did not know that. Blu-ray. So I was asking about Justice League TV on Blu-ray. Um, okay, so just ask the question again because I forget what the question was last week. That WB was releasing Justice League on format, not but not on that format, but not unlimited. So regular Justice League on Blu-ray, but not unlimited. So I was wondering if I should wait for unlimited to be released on Blu-ray or the whole series. Just get the whole series on DVD. Wait for it all on Blu-ray. If you want Blu-ray, just get it all on Blu-ray for now, because it'll be a much better set if you have it on Blu-ray. Lester also says, one comment, I'm glad to know you were in Spain. However, this country is so big and every single region is different from one another. From natural settings, accents, foods, and so on, that anyone can visit several times. I've been living here for several years now, and there are still so many foods that I haven't tried and things that I don't know. So that's something. Take care. Thank you. Fallout 3 Freak 1. Um, hey Andrew, who is the opponent of Hawkman in Trinity War? It is Aquaman. Aquaman and Hawkman fight each other. And by the way, could you do a speed timeline of Jeff Johns' run on Green Lantern? Because I don't know which ones are still in continuity. All of them are technically still in continuity. Just from Secret Origins onward is that's the timeline. I mean, look at my Green Lantern timeline, and then that should give you a hint. But everything's still in continuity for Green Lantern, apparently. Mr. C. Seamus Nos. I hope that's how I pronounce it. What's your first wrestling memory as a kid? Uh, Undertaker versus a bunch of people and him being thrown in a coffin. Literally, that's my first memory. I don't know what it's from or where it's from or who he fought. I think Bret Hart was involved somehow, but that was my first memory as a kid. Undertaker getting thrown in the coffin somehow. Spidey Bat Packers fan. Wow, that's quite a name. Andrew, why aren't you going to read Infinity? Hickman has been building towards it in his Adventure Run. Because I just don't care. No, he's been building towards it. Maybe. You never know. But I really, right now, I just don't care. It interests me not. It's probably because there's so many events that happens in Marvel that I just don't care. Look at Marvel. It's had like 90 events in the past 10 years where DC hasn't. I mean, the last DC event was Flashpoint, and that was like two years ago, roughly. Yeah, 2 years ago. Where Marvel's had what, like AVX, um, the Age of Ultron, and now Infinity within a year of themselves. 3 events. That's ridiculous. I just don't care because there's so many events. Vash clone, are you Vash? Are you talking about Vash the video game Let's Player? Vash clone, will you make a list of what issues of Villain Month you're going to be picking up? I'm picking up all the issues of Villain Month that coincide with the issues I normally pick up. So that means all the Justice League, all the Flash, all the Batman, so on and so forth. Stunt 11520. Andrew, first thing I would like to say, your reviews are great. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I look forward to them every week and thank you for reading my posts. No problem. Thank you for watching. Question: where did Lex Luthor go after Public Enemies and where exactly did Alexander Luthor take his place? Lex Luthor, again, this is pre-New 52. After Public Enemies, he was thrown in jail. Let me think. I think he was thrown in jail. That or he went in hiding. I'm trying to think back. As for Alexander Luthor, you mean Lex Luthor's clone son? That was they saved Luthor's brain. Is when the Alexander Luthor took his place. They saved Luthor's brain. Yeah, Superman. They saved Luthor's brain. Bent back Gypsy. Are you going to see Pacific Rim? Maybe, but not right away. Um, Actually, I'm a little bit excited for the Wolverine movie. I have a dark secret to tell you guys. I enjoyed X-Men Origins Wolverine. Um, Maybe it's the fact that a lot of people got pissed because Deadpool was portrayed as Baraka, but I could give two lickers about Deadpool. So I actually enjoyed the X-Men Origins Wolverine film. And I kind of want to see the new Wolverine one, but Pacific Rim, I heard it was better than a lot of people gave it credit for, so maybe I should maybe I should go see it. Soul Drum 86. Hey Andrew, when do you think they're gonna release Batman Earth One Volume Two? Probably next year. I love Earth One graphic novels. I saw online Jeff Johns and Gary Frank are playing for 2013 date. Oh wow, I'm good. Yeah, probably next year. Needless to say, I'm a little impatient. LOL. I've heard good things about future plans, which consist of introducing Batgirl, of course, even Robin. When do you think we'll see Volume Two? Also, I heard plans for Wonder Woman Earth One. Yeah, Wonder Woman Earth One is going to be done by Grant Morrison. Yeah, I think 2013 is when they're going to be doing the Volume Two, because Volume Two of Superman came out pretty quickly, so I'm sure Volume Two of um, Batman will be coming out fairly soon. Uh, and last one, Oscar Otungar. Hey Andrew, what other skins do you want to see in Injustice, and do you believe Evo 2013 will be great or not? Thanks if you read this. What other skins would I like to see? Star Sapphire Wonder Woman. Cyborg Superman would be kind of cool. Hal Jordan's Parallax. Sinestro's Parallax. There's like 90 Batman ones, so you don't need those. Aquaman with the 90s Aquaman with the hook, just for the hell of it. Uh, New 52 Cyborg would be pretty cool. What else? What else? I'm trying to think of the characters and who really hasn't had skins. Uh, Nightwing from the Teen Titans, although I think they did that, didn't they? I think they did. Let's do one more. Let's think of one more together. You and me together. Let's do. Let's pick a random character out of the top of my head. Let's go Luthor. Okay. And let's do. Oh wow, Luthor would be hard because he has. Okay, not Luthor because Luthor has to have the mech suit. Let's do another one. Let's pick a random one off the top of my head. Let's do like that Hawker. They have Earth 2 Hawk. How about classic Hawk Girl? Like Silver Age Hawk Girl. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, that is the comments, question, and answers for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I enjoy doing it. And this week was a great week for comics. Really, a lot of good stuff going on this week. So, uh, really had fun reading everything, especially Justice League. Probably gonna reread it again. I'm gonna end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.